Dear friends, in class 9 we have 7th lesson triangles and we are solving example number 7. It is already solved in the textbook. I am just explaining. If you have understood from the textbook, you can copy it down or you can solve by your own. Now let us try to understand what does the question says. AB is a line segment. So AB, this is a line segment. AB is a line segment. We are given P and Q are points on opposite sides of AB. So this is AB, P is to one side and Q is to the other side. It means P and Q are on opposite sides of AB such that each of them is equidistant from the points A and B. So we are given P is equidistant from A as well as B. So this must be equal. Then we are also there given that Q is equidistant from A and B. It means this segment must be equal. Q is equal to BQ. This is what the given part says. Show that line PQ means this line PQ is perpendicular. Perpendicular means it makes 90 degree with the segment AB. So line PQ is perpendicular as well as bisector. We have to show that this is bisector, means these two parts are also equal as well as they are perpendicular as well. So let us see how to solve this. So before solving, let us write the given things. So figure is a given part for us. Then we are given AB is a line segment. So line segment AB, we can take AB as a line segment. AB, a line segment. This is given to us. Then P and Q are on opposite sides of AB such that we can write, we are given that AP is equal to or PA is equal to PB. This is given to us. We are also given that QA is equal to QB. QA is equal to QB. And we are asked to show AC is equal to BC. AC is equal to BC. And we are also asked to show that angle PCA, any one of the angle, if this is right angle, the other will also be right angle. So angle PCA is equal to angle PCB is equal to 90 degrees. Actually, we are asked to show that PQ is perpendicular to AB at C. This is what is asked. So for this, what we have to do? Consider triangle. See what I will. Consider triangle PAQ and PBQ. Consider triangle PAQ and triangle PBQ. If you consider these two triangles separately, don't look at this AB segment, only look at the triangles PAQ and PBQ. In this, we are already given PA is equal to PB, PA is equal to PB. We are also given that QA is equal to QB and PQ is equal to PQ. Means three sides of one triangle are equal to three sides of the other triangle. If three sides of one triangle are equal to three sides of other triangle, then those two triangles are congruent by SSS congruence rule. So here I can say that triangle is congruent to another triangle. PAQ is congruent to PBQ by SSS congruence rule. But before writing the congruency, we need one-to-one correspondence. So we need to understand here which vertex corresponds to which vertex. So please note PA and PB, QA and QB. So from this you will understand that A corresponds to B. A corresponds to B. Then P corresponds to P. And Q corresponds to Q. That is, P corresponds to P and Q corresponds to Q. Watch carefully. I have taken A to A, it means Q will be and P will correspond to P. Here also you will notice that Q corresponds to Q and P corresponds to P. So these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, it means if we place them one above the other, all three sides of one triangle will coincide with all three sides of other triangle, as well as three angles of one triangle will also coincide with three angles of other triangle. It means this angle. Now you can take any one of the triangle. I am taking upper angle. It means angle APQ. Angle APQ is equal to or is congruent to BPQ. Angle BPQ. Try to understand. I have taken this angle and this angle. Angle APQ is congruent to BPQ. I have taken the same vertex in the same sequence. So angle APQ is congruent to angle BPQ. So I have got these two angles congruent. Reason is, if two triangles are congruent, it means their corresponding angles are congruent. Corresponding angles are congruent. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Of congruent triangles. Now watch carefully. I have got APC, APQ is equal to BPQ. So I can say that angle APC is equal to BPC. Angle APC is congruent to angle BPC. Please note, I am considering the same angle. When I say APQ and APC, it means it is one and the same angle. When I say BPQ and BPC, they are the same angles. So I can say that APC is equal to BPC. Now, consider these half triangles. So, consider triangle APC and BPC. Next part, consider triangle APC and triangle BPC. Watch carefully. APC is this triangle. This is what actually we have to prove. So I will remove it. In APC and BPC, AP is equal to or PA is equal to PB. PA is equal to PB. Reason is it is given to us. Here also you can write the given things. And PQ is a common side. That is, every side is common to itself. Reasons are very important while solving problems like this. Now, PC is equal to PC, common side. PC is equal to PC, common side. Then angle APC, we have just written APC is equal to BPC. Angle APC is congruent to angle BPC. So watch carefully, this side, and included angle. So these two triangles are congruent by SAS test of SAS congruence rule. Now here also one-to-one correspondence is very important. Please note here one-to-one correspondence. While writing one-to-one correspondence, we prefer angles first. So here P corresponds to P. So I am writing here P corresponds to P. Then if P corresponds to P, it means C corresponds to C. C corresponds to C. And it also means if P corresponds to P, other vertex, remaining vertex are A. A corresponds to B. A corresponds to B. So I will get triangle APC. Therefore I can say that triangle APC is congruent to triangle BPC by SAS congruence rule. SAS congruence rule. Angle is included between the two sides, so it is SAS congruence rule. Now, if these two triangles are congruent, APC is congruent to BPC, it means if they are kept one above the other, they will exactly coincide with each other. It means side formed by first two vertex and side formed by first two vertex of the other triangle will exactly coincide. Side formed by second and third vertex will coincide with the side formed by second and third vertex, and side formed by first and third vertex will coincide with side formed by one and first and third vertex of the second triangle. But for our what was asked to prove was we needed AC equal to BC, that is first and third. AC is equal to BC. AC and BC form the corresponding sides of the triangles. So AC is equal to BC. From this I can say that corresponding sides of congruent triangles. They are corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Now I have got AC is equal to BC, means I have proved that PQ is bisector of AB. It makes two equal parts. I have to prove that this is perpendicular as well. Now please note, we have also got angle C, third angle is congruent to third angle. In this triangle, third angle is C, means angle ACP. Angle ACP is equal to angle BCP. This is corresponding angle of congruent triangle. These are corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Now watch carefully. ACP plus BCP, they are angles on a line, so they are angles in linear pair. But angle ACP plus angle BCP is equal to 180 degrees. Reason is angles in linear pair are supplementary. Angles in linear pair are supplementary. But ACP is equal to BCP. ACP is equal to BCP, so I can say that ACP instead of BCP I can write ACP. I will get ACP plus ACP is equal to 180 degrees. So I will get twice angle ACP is equal to 180 degrees. It means angle ACP is equal to, divide both sides by 2, you will get ACP is equal to 90 degrees. If ACP is 90, means BCP is also 90s. If you have got ACP is equal to 90, I can say that PQ is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, PQ is perpendicular to AB. Now see, we have proved AC is equal to BC, AC is equal to BC, and we have also proved that PQ is perpendicular to AB. Hence, we can say that PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB. So, I will give some number to this, 1 number and 2 number, equation 1 and 2. So, from 1 and 2, I can say that line PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB.